Hello Taurus, welcome to your December 2020 He Said, She Said reading. Thanks for joining us. My name's Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started with your reading, guys. And before I do, I wanted to let you know I've got my 2021 year ahead forecasts out. They're about an hour-long reading, so you can check those out. The link is down below, and they're just me, guys. Richard's not on those, so I don't want to disappoint any Richard fans. They're just me. So if you would like to check those out, they're down below in the descriptions box. But Taurus, let's get started with December here. You've got the Green Man, which is very King of Pentacles. Male or female makes no difference, a general reading. This feels to me like, it feels like springtime actually. I'm getting this kind of like romping, playful energy, very, very Pan-like. Peter Pan. Someone who is very childlike. Very connected with their inner child, playful kind of energy.
Connected with nature as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting, that Pan, Peter Pan, that kind of energy. A little bit devilish, but in an innocent way. Can I say that? The Six of Cups in reverse with Beatrix Potter, and she's in the reverse. And this feels again like being connected with children, a childlike kind of energy. Of course, we all know Beatrix Potter wrote for children. She is very connected with her inner child, and a very innocent type of person as well. I always get that kind of energy off Beatrix Potter, quite an innocent type of person. I don't think she was ever, I'm not sure, I don't think she was married, or
I don't recall.
No, I think she lived alone, and I think she cared for her animals, and she was just very. I get this innocence.
Oh yes, very much innocence. She wrote the Peter Rabbit books, folks.
Yeah. So, guys, there's an innocence around this. It could be a return to innocence, but we'll see where that goes. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the House of Night Oracle.
Yeah, it's a card of strength. It's about having the faith in one's strength in order to get through something that is tough to get through.
And with the tree there, it feels like very rooted again, grounded kind of energy with that Green Man. Something connected with nature.
Well, Taurus, that's what it's all about, right?
Being grounded.
Being grounded, earth, very earth energy, right?
Yeah. I'll do a few more shuffles here for you, Taurus, and then we'll get started with the reading for Taurus for December. One more. Okay. We'll start with the status of this relationship, how you're viewing the person or the situation, their strength, the challenge, advice, what to do, what not to do, what's hidden or unexpected, and the potential outcome.
I've got the Knight of Wands here in the upright on the bottom of the deck. Status of the relationship, how this person's viewing you, Taurus, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, what's hidden for this person, the outcome if nothing changes.
Okay, let's have a look at the status. Two of Swords. Making a decision, a choice. This feels like going one way or the other. Needing to ground yourself before making a choice is what I'm getting from Spirit.
Okay, looking over here, status of the relationship. There's some conflict here. We've got the Five of Wands. Conflict, I get competition. I get a choice between two people.
Okay. Let's have a look and see here. The Lovers, again. Two cards of choice. Choice between two. Choice between lovers, possibly. Doesn't have to be, though. It is about... I do get this very fertile kind of energy.
Yeah.
With the Green Man and the Lovers. This feels like needing to take the initiative. But for some reason I'm getting this. I'm getting this kind of on the outside looking in.
Now, with the Lovers, it's also possibly about an ethical and more moral choice as well.
Yeah, I'm also getting that I'm getting this message from Spirit. I don't know where it connects yet, guys, but it says you're on the outside looking in. But you want to be a part of.
Okay. All right. Looking over here, we have the Emperor as how this person is viewing you, Taurus. So I'm getting you, Taurus, as being someone who's older. It doesn't have to be male. This doesn't have to be male energy. Somebody who's a bit older and wiser.
Okay, let's have a look at the strength. 5 of Swords. Yeah, that's that outside looking in energy. It feels like coming from a place of looking at others having what you want.
It's ego, very ego based.
Yeah.
Is what I get here, and I feel that this choice is a choice that could be made based on ego and ego alone.
Like wanting to win, possibly over another person who maybe has someone that you're interested in. I'm getting that for some reason. Yeah, I've got you. It could be you, Taurus. Remember, this can be reversed. You could be the other side here. But there's a feeling around this of wanting to win over another person. Somebody has what you would like, whether that's a relationship or a particular person. We'll have to see.
Okay, strength over here. We have the 2 of Wands in the reverse here as a strength. Yeah, I see this person over here as somebody who's not looking at that grass is a greener kind of energy. I mean, they're pretty much rooted in where they're at, is what I'm getting. They're not really looking for something different. So I can't help but wonder, Taurus, if you're trying to compete for somebody who's not even really looking anyway.
Right. They could be very deeply rooted where they are in a very strong connection.
That's right. Maybe stronger than you even believe.
Yeah, okay, well let's have a look and see what the challenge is. The Ace of Cups, yeah, it seems to be about love here, guys. It's about finding love, being with a lover.
But it's in the challenge position in the upright. It makes me wonder if... I get this vision of you, Taurus, trying to bang your head against a brick wall.
Yeah, it's that outside looking in. There's something that you're not seeing. Okay, this is what I'm getting from Spirit. It says you think you have a choice.
But you actually don't.
But you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually feel like you've got an opportunity for something, but you really don't. Wow. Okay, it's pretty harsh energy there, Taurus. All right, let's look over here at the challenge. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this person's struggling with I think they're struggling with a relationship, trying to get there through the long haul, right? Trying to do that, I mean, and turning away from you, Taurus, in order to try and achieve that. With this strength card, it is about, I think, temptation. I'm not going to say... I think you do represent a temptation to this person. But in the end, I think their decision is going to be to not act on that temptation.
Yeah, I'm also getting this message from Spirit. You know, it's not to say that you don't have choice at all. It's just that the choice that you think you have
is not. Yes,
that's the thing. It's not about not having any choice.
It's a different choice than what is in reality.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get more of that as we go.
The advice here, we've got the Hermit in the upright. Yeah, you know, it's definitely about taking time for oneself. I
think I'd go one step further, and I'd say withdrawing from all of this and simply being alone.
Yeah, and I'm getting that, you know, I was talking about Beatrix Potter not being with a partner.
Right.
Returning to innocence.
Yes.
Childlike kind of energy. It feels like, okay, this is what I'm getting from Spirit. This Hermit energy of being alone is actually a fertile period. So you may be looking on at other people and seeing them as having a relationship and being somewhat envious, or saying, oh gosh, you know, I was getting that outside, the outside looking in, and thinking, I want what they have, that kind of thing. But really, the period here of this Hermit energy is very fertile, meaning it's going to give you a lot more growth than if you had what you thought you wanted.
Right. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? All right, let's look over here at what this person should continue to do. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I get that I get that for them, they've done their introspection, and it's time for them to end that. I see this as kind of like Hermit in reverse energy myself, with this Four of Swords in reverse.
Okay, let's have a look and see advice what not to do. Seven of Swords. Well, it's about doing something before you're ready. Yeah, I think Spirit is trying to say here that this Hermit energy, you have to give it time. Give it time for this, I get it as growth. You know, all of this green man energy, this fertile. Look at these growth cards. I'm seeing the Lovers and the Ace of Cups here as allowing time for something to grow.
This is a real period of fertility here, and I think, Taurus, what I get is that you're actually cutting off your own choices here, is what I'm getting. You don't appreciate all of the abundance that is actually in front of you, and you're a little bit blinkered. And you think you actually have far more opportunities than you believe you do.
Yeah.
So I get the impression that you're trying to beat something down here. It's all ego, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to beat something down, but if you were to wait a bit and wait for something to grow, that you could achieve exactly what you want to achieve. But it's impatience and ego that's going to be the enemy here.
And this thinking of, gosh, you know, that person has what I wanted, that kind of wanting to win. Win at all costs, even though it would actually be a loss.
It would be a loss. Even if you got this person, I think it would be a disaster.
It would be a loss, because you will have missed out on this opportunity to go through this time where I get it as being more connected with Source, with that Ace of Cups and the Hermit. I get this as connecting with Source, literally being more in touch with knowing yourself. I almost get that as like a High Priestess energy. If we add water to the Hermit, it feels to me like getting in touch with your emotions, understanding your choices, being able to make better decisions in the future based on logic, based on consideration, rather than coming from this place of I want what they have kind of thing.
Well, it's about understanding who you are, Taurus.
Yeah.
And with this Six of Cups in reverse here, one thing we talked about before we started the reading, connecting with your inner child.
Yes. That's this Source energy. Source. Literally taking time for yourself to reconnect with that part of yourself that you have disengaged from because you've gotten into this spirit of competition, which is not being connected with Source. It's not. It's losing touch with who you are and just wanting to win because you feel like you.
Well, it's going to raise your ego.
Yeah.
That's what all this is about, Taurus. You've got to be better than that. All right. Let's take a look over here at what this person should stop doing. We've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. So what they need to do is this person needs to find their passion. They need to find their passion for what they're doing as well. I think they're a little bit lost. I think they are tempted by you, but I think I know what decision they're going to make. They are going to find this passion again for what they've already found, what they're already involved in. You're competing for something you actually can't get. And that failure can have an effect on your ego as well. But the thing is, if you can step back from the ego and realize what's going on, then it doesn't have to feel that way. In fact, I think you should be stepping away from this altogether, in my opinion.
Yeah. This is not this is the opposite of innocence, is what I'm getting. I'm getting this from Spirit, this winning and losing kind of energy. It feels like a loss of innocence. Whatever that means to you, needing to see love as more innocent.
More childlike.
Less of this... I don't know, this seems to come from a place of not just ego, but I'm getting a sense of
cynicism and
bitterness.
Bitterness
And I'm entitled to this.
I was going to say entitlement. That was the word I was going to use.
I'm getting this like picture in my mind of an angry face saying, I've had such crap in my life
I deserve
that
this.
I deserve this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Beatrix Potter would never have said that. Even if you know, she lived a life where she didn't have that kind of thing. But honestly, I'm not getting an energy off her of sitting around saying, gosh, I wish. This is just someone who was living their life.
And that's right. Very grounded, very connected with nature.
Yeah.
As well.
And in the flow of source, even though there was a lot of love and a lot of connection with source around her, even if it wasn't in the form of a person, a husband, a spouse, whoever. And that's a beautiful thing. It really is, because there's an innocence around that. This feels to me like power.
Misdirected power.
It's not love either.
No, there's no. I don't see any real cups cards here. Do you? Except for the Ace of Cups as a challenge.
It feels like somebody just wanting to get the other person to feel powerful. It's not even about love or having particular love for that person. Okay, let's have a look and see what's hidden, guys. Three of Swords. Yeah. Ooh, gosh.
I tell you, Taurus. This just proves it.
Third party situation, I feel.
Yeah, third party situation, also failure. Right. I mean, this heartbreak. It's what's more. And I'm going to say this, Taurus. You bring this on yourself. It's all about how you're looking at the situation, because you're approaching it from a place of ego. And the thing is, that once that ego gets stripped away, that's what leads to the heartbreak. However, if you were to begin to approach this situation from out of a place where you weren't putting your whole self, your whole identity on the line, you wouldn't be feeling this way.
Yeah, it's not about ego and possession here. It's about love.
It's supposed to be about love.
Having love for the person, not seeing them as an acquisition or, I need to have what
or
that
an
person...
entitlement.
Or an entitlement.
All right, looking over here, what's hidden for this person? Queen of Wands in reverse. Well, it's jealousy, it's possessiveness. That's what's underpinning all of this.
Yeah. Goodness, let's have a look and see what the outcome is over here. King of Swords. Gosh.
Actually, I kind of like that energy as the outcome, in some respects. Although, coupled with the Five of Swords, it kind of is a bit of a worry, isn't it?
I'm a little bit concerned, to be honest, because I'm getting the energy around there's a lot of being in the mind about this. There's a lot of thought, but it's coming from a place of, I'm looking at all of these swords cards.
Yeah, where are the cups, right?
That's the challenge here, is that there's no love here. It's just it's control, it's about power, it's about competition. Possession, like you can't have that, that's mine.
Yeah, and taking something from somebody else.
But but I also get this. I'm getting there's an innocent party here, and it's the person in the middle, like the person who's being fought over,
right?
Is the innocent party, whoever that is. It could be literally a child.
It could be a child. Yes, absolutely.
It could be a child who's innocent in all this while all this is playing out about them.
Or even a pet, a beloved pet.
It could even be that, but there's a sense of innocence around a party here who's the third party is innocent.
Yeah.
But there's an energy here of two energies fighting against each other for dominance.
Dominance, yeah.
Okay.
Over here, the outcome, Two of Cups.
It's interesting.
No, I get that. I get that as being a decision to go with
this person.
I mean,
they're
they're currently with. right? So I see this as being a renewal, or almost like a renewal of vows in some respect.
Or if they're not married, just recommitting.
Yes, that's right.
Like an opportunity to reconnect.
But anyway, Taurus, this is the thing. This is what you're doing is doomed to failure, and you've brought it on yourself.
Yeah.
Because of the way you've thought about it. Yeah. Because what you're doing is you're putting yourself, your whole identity on the line here. And the thing is, you never had to. This never had to happen.
Yeah, it's like a fight, isn't it? It's like a fight. But the energy that I'm getting with that Two of Swords and the Five of Wands down there is about how you see the path ahead. It's about taking that blindfold off and seeing it really for what it is, looking at the truth of the matter. If you're going after someone who's already partnered.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, look at the moral choice as well with that Lovers card as well.
Yeah.
Are you really doing the right thing?
Yeah.
The thing is, I think if you stepped out of the whole ego thing and began to look at this with some sort of higher perspective, I think you'd see this situation for what it is.
Yeah, and not, there's one person here that I keep getting, that is the innocent party.
Yeah.
That, is not seeing, I don't feel that this person is seeing all of this play out around them. They may be getting some kind of ego boost of having two people fight over them, possibly.
It's possible.
But they're not seeing... what they're not seeing is the I don't want to say evil, but it just feels like nefarious kind of.
Well, they're not seeing the ego battle for what it is, I don't think.
That it's not about them.
Yes.
It's just ego.
It's just ego.
That's all. It's not actually, somebody who's the innocent third party might be thinking, oh gosh, two people fighting over me. They may not have had that before, but the energy is not one of ego gratification because of that. It's seeing the underlying reason why, and I think that's not being seen. The underlying reason why these two people are fighting, and that's got nothing to do with that person. It's more about how they're feeling about themselves and this need to win.
That's right.
Gosh, not great energy, Taurus. So let's see where this goes. Again, it can be vice versa, guys. So please don't rail at us if this is not. You say, I'm not doing that. So if you'd like to join us, the link for the extended is down below in the descriptions box. We'll be doing some Lenormand readings, clarifying and looking at oracles for guidance. And of course, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs if this one doesn't resonate. And of course, you can check out my 2021 year ahead forecasts. Those are also in the descriptions box below, and those are the ones I do by myself. Okay guys, wishing you a happy and safe holiday period, Taurus. Thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.
Thanks, Taurus. Goodbye and good luck.